1 minute, there's one person in the back that was next. And then you, yes, you.
I just wanted to say to this lady, I'm sorry about the loss of your friend.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I just wanted you to just qualify a little bit grief and loss.
Grief and loss?
Yeah, because it's like, I think it sounded like you mentioned, like, when you choose your parents, there's grief in that. But I think grief is loss, but you know, it's if you could put quality into what that means for people who have different levels of grief.
Let me start with the thing about the parents. We pick with the parents.
Well, I didn't quite understand that. But
Okay, but that's okay. We all have, as children, we have these idealistic parents in our heads on what they should be. And then as children we get disappointed because they're not living up to the ideal image. It's like the infatuation, and we discover what in the world's name was I doing that person. We grow up and wonder, why did we pick those parents? And sometimes children suffer a lot of tragedy, so if they just shut down to survive and then don't do the grief work because they've lost their childhood. There's a lot of grief to the loss of childhood. And we miss the natural stages of progression into young people and adults, okay? The brain creates a pathway for you to cope. Now, if you're talking about grief from the loss of a child or the loss of a loved one, I have to say, for anyone that's lost children, is the worst grief that you're ever going to experience in your life, okay? It starts off with total despair. Total despair. You think you're never going to get out of it. One thing about grief, it comes in waves. The intensity makes us almost shut down because we're afraid we're going to fall into that ocean and never survive it. I will guarantee you, you will not, because your body will stop you. Your body will only allow a certain amount of grief, because that's all it can take. And then it'll come back again. And grief takes time. Your grief is equal to your love. You may grieve about a person dying, and might be even relieved, because you may not have been bonded to them. Some parents are not bonded to their children, some children are not bonded to their parents, but guilt makes them feel they should love them. No. The more bonded you are, the more grief. Does that answer your question?
So you're just equating grief with love.
Absolutely, because if you didn't love them, you wouldn't grieve it. Think about it. We hear about people dying all over the world. Do we grieve? No, we don't. We might feel sorry for them, but we don't grieve them because we're not attached to them. I'll get back to you in 1 second. Who was somebody over here? Yes.
Elise.
Elise?
Elise.
Okay.
My question is, I'm the only one who always, after my parents die, keep dreaming with them.
Yeah. And are they nice dreams? Well, they're just there telling you they love you. You can program yourself before you go to sleep that you're going to ask them questions. If you don't want them coming to you in your dreams, you can ask them not to, and then they won't, because they cannot interfere with free will. Okay? So it depends on what your intention is, and if you're looking for something. Obviously, I would say you probably missed them, and they know it, so they're trying to tell you they're still there. And it's like, thank you. Okay, we're running around here. Okay, who was next? You were next, okay.
Hi, my name is Lisa, and I want to know, how is Joey doing?
And who is Joey?
Joey is my son.
Oh, okay. How old is Joey?
Joey was 29 when he left me.
Well, Moms, he's doing fine. He's a little bit funny. Yeah. He's got a sense of humor, and he says stop worrying about him and stop being guilty about it. Okay? The other thing about parents when they lose children, it doesn't matter what circumstances, they always carry guilt. And it's a waste of energy. And that's what Joey is saying. He's saying that you don't have to feel guilty. He comes to visit you at nighttime.
All the time.
Oh, you know that?
I feel him, yes.
Yes, you feel him, because He's trying to comfort you. Was he your only child?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, that's why. You've had 3 other lifetimes together with him. This was your 4th one.
Yes.
And he's saying that he knew it was time for him to go. Because, you want to hear the rest? Because you had to learn to be independent. To stand in your own power and take care of yourself. Because you took such good care of him. He thought that he was a burden on you. That's not why he died. He's just saying this now to let you know to rejoice in him rather than you can miss him. But you don't have to be in that despair of grief anymore. You can just pray with him and love him, and he's there for you. That's all. And he'll be there when you're ready to pass over. Who is next? Yeah.
I am a person about my niece that passed. Her name is Nicole. I'd like to know how she was doing.
And what's your name?
Faye.
Faye? It's not that long ago since she passed. She's still sleeping. She's not awake yet. So, she doesn't want to wake up? Huh? Was Nicole the type that didn't really want to deal with stuff? She doesn't want to wake up yet. They'll give her another little while and then they'll wake her up. So if we're back here, you can ask me again about her. But be assured, she's safe where she is. Who was next? You? You. No, I think Chris was. Chris, do I have it right?
Me?
Yeah.
Debbie.
Debbie.
I was wondering about my stepfather, Harvey, who passed a year ago this week.
It's funny, Harvey wants to know what you want to know about him. So what do you want to know about Harvey?
I just want to know how he's doing. I was there at his death, and I wanted to know if it was, what it was.
You were there when he passed, you mean?
Yeah.
Was he where?
He was like a day and a half before.
He's very quiet, you know. He keeps things to himself very much, and he just says he's okay. He's a little grumpy. Yeah, he's got to get out of that.
My name is Belinda,
Hi, Belinda.
and I lost on December 14th a best friend / sister, and her name was Sharon. We was there when we found her at home on her sofa, and we stayed there with her till they came to pick her up.
But you'd already passed that,
She had
right?
already passed, and I want to know how she was doing.
How
Because I
she's
am so
doing?
hurting.
Of course you're still hurting. You lose your best friend. Of course you're going to hurt. The first year is the most difficult year in any kind of grief.
But the night before, she had given me a big hug. And around midnight, I felt so much pain. From my head to my toe, I was aching so bad. Because she had heart disease, but it was under control somewhat. But to find her that Monday, the way we did.
She was saying goodbye to you, and what you were having was separation anxiety. You were a twin of hers in another lifetime. And that's why you had such a strong bond. But she's fine. She still loves you. That's all you have to remember. 1 minute. Is that good enough for you? Yeah. No, you.
Me? Okay. I'm wondering how my brother, my twin, is doing, Charlie.
Harley.
Charlie.
Or Charlie. And your name is?
Christine.
I want to tell you, how long ago did he pass? Because he's back on the earth again.
2001.
He's back on the earth again. But you won't meet him in about 10 years' time. And you'll know right away. I think he went too fast. He went too quick and went too fast and decided, no, he needs to be back. He didn't get to finish what he came to do. Can I ask you how he passed? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Yeah, drugs. drug overdose.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, he has to come back and do it all over again without the drugs.
But he'll be back as an adult or a child, baby, or?
A baby, of course he'll be back as a baby. He has a lot to grow, he has a lot to do.
Okay.
Yeah, and he has to fight that addiction. And you will meet him, I don't know if it'll be in your work or in the family, but he's not telling me where he's back, but he's back.
Thank you.
You won't have the same name. Okay, whose turn? Who didn't get to talk? You. Then we'll go down that way, over there.
Hi, I'd like to know how my brother's doing. His name is Peter. My name is Karen.
I want to tell you, you and Peter were mortal enemies in the 15th century. If that tells you anything about Peter.
No.
Well, he's a warrior soul. He's tough. I'm asking him to come in. If they don't come in, the guides come in and talk to me about him. So, he's okay. He's stubborn. He's not doing things the way he needs to be. He needs to do them in his way, so he's not open for help. So that slows down the process a little bit. He's okay. He's in a safe place. He's not in hell. Nobody goes to hell. And you also want to ask him?
Will he come back while I'm still alive? To some other...
No, he has no intention of coming back at any time soon. Not that you're going to be going soon, no. But, you know, it could be many lifetimes before you come back, because the soul has no time, so they come when they realize there's something else they need to do or unfinished business.
But he's at peace and he's okay?
Yes. I don't know if he's at full peace, because he's stubborn. He has to give up some things in order to get peace. But he's okay. What I'm saying is that they allow him a certain amount of latitude in order to grow. He's not tormented, if that's what you mean. So then I would say that would be peace. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going to have to do this some way down there. Woo, there was people in the back that had questions. If you don't mind, I'm going over here. And then we'll come back over here. Yes. Well, yes, you, whoever you are.
My name is Alba Joy,
Alba Joy, okay.
and I was asking about my grandnephew, Zoe. who
Zoe?
passed away. Yeah.
Yes, he was very young. He didn't like it here. He just did not like the earth vibration. And he decided he's out of here. That's all they're telling me about him. He hasn't decided he's going to come back. How old was he? He struggled a lot with life. He just didn't like the vibration. He could not get it together. He couldn't get into the stream of life and flow through it. He just couldn't do that. So he decided he was out of here.
Why did he have to go the way he went?
Because, I'll tell you why. The soul picks the opportunity, not the way you go. We have free will choice, so we can decide when we're going to go, if we're open enough to it, like I know when I'm going to go and how I'm going to go. But if a soul, if you're not that consciously aware of it all, you're going to pick the opportunity. You could go in an accident, you could OD, you get murdered, you could run under a train, you know, a car could knock you down, or you might decide to get deadly ill. The soul will take the opportunity. You could be on an operating table and decide you're not coming back. The operation was a success, but the patient died. So the soul takes that opportunity. Now, where were we going to go? Yes. Yeah, you.
My name is Patty, and I would like to know about my brother that drowned. His name was Johnny. And it's been some years. Just like to know if he's back or how he's doing.
He's not back. He's still on, it's like the 5th, 6th level, which is like a heavenly level. And he wants to keep going. He has no interest in coming back. I think he was kind of lost in your family.